Hi everyone, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm coming to you without any makeup on my face, and that is because we're going to get ready together in this video. I realized I haven't done one of these like sit down actually doing my makeup videos in a while, and I thought it would be fun to use some products that you guys haven't really seen on camera from me yet. So I'm going to be using the Fenty Ease Drop Blur and Smooth Skin Stick. I'm also going to be using this really pretty highlighter from Eldridge that I have been loving but I've never shown on camera. I want to use the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette. This contour stick from Westman Atelier. I have been using it like crazy for the past week. I absolutely love this. So I figured I would use this one on camera again as well. A lot of fun things that we're going to be trying in this video. And if you're new here, then hi, welcome to my channel. I'm so glad you found it. I upload beauty videos every single week and I would love it if you subscribed. But for now, if you want to see my full face of new and not new makeup, but products I have been loving, then please keep watching. So before we start, I wanted to say that I am going to be using this palette today, but I am going to do like a separate video where I'm applying this, if that makes sense. The reason why I wanted to do that is because I absolutely love this palette and I wanted to make a little bit more of an in-depth review about this than just show it in this video. So if you're curious to see how I actually like this palette, I will have it linked down below because I think I will upload the review of this before this video that you're watching now. For today, I'm actually going to be starting off with this Eldridge highlighter. This is the Seamless Skin Elevated Glow highlighter and I got this in the shade Pink Moon. Now this is basically a product that's kind of similar to the like Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter. It's not really like the same, but it's like a same style. But I feel like this one I wouldn't really wear on its own, but I do love it underneath my makeup. So I really like adding this when I want my skin to be a little bit more glowy because it does give a nice glow, but it's not like too much of an highlighter. You can really see that gave the skin a beautiful glow without like giving actual coverage or being too shiny. Then for foundation, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Ease Drops Blur and Smooth Skin Stick. I got this because I absolutely love the normal Ease Drops Blurring Skin Tint, but I ran out of it and now I was like thinking, should I buy a new one? I saw this one and I thought it was super convenient. Usually with these stick foundations, they are a very thick coverage. This one is totally not that. It is a beautiful coverage. So it comes on a stick like this and then you can see like this darker part is actually where the foundation is. I feel like I am going through this pretty quickly because I use this on a pretty much a daily basis and this only has 9 grams of product in there, which is different than the 30 milliliters you normally get in a foundation. I did get this in the shade 2 and when I initially opened it I was scared that it was going to be too deep for me, but I actually think it is a really nice shade match now that I have been using this. This really glides onto the skin, which is also why I think I'm going through this so fast because I just like swipe this on my face and so much is coming off. But the coverage of this is absolutely stunning. It just gives a beautiful like base to your skin without being too full coverage. It's not matte, it's not glowy, it's like the perfect natural finish. And you can really see that this blends into my skin really nicely. So this is what that base is looking like. You can really see it gave a nice amount of coverage without like being too full coverage, at least for my liking. I do want to add a little bit more coverage on my under eye, so I am just going to be using this Rare Beauty concealer for that. I have like rediscovered this one in my collection as well. I used to absolutely love this and then I like stopped using it for whatever reason. And now I like rediscovered it and I'm like using it all the time again. So this is just the Rare Beauty concealer and this is in the shade 180W. I wouldn't say it is the perfect shade match for me. Ideally, I would have liked something a little bit lighter and maybe a little bit more neutral to cool. But I used to have the shade 160C and it was too light for me. And then like this was like the next shade up in terms of how deep it actually was going to be. So I did go with this shade and I do feel like it is pretty. Then moving on to contour. I haven't really been wearing a lot of contour products recently, but this one from Westman Atelier, I was like, I need to use that again because I got this during Black Friday last year and it was expensive. So I thought I'd better get my money's worth out of it now that it's like not expired yet, because this is a cream product. So I usually just use an angled brush to blend this out, and I really like the shade of this. This is the shade Biscuit. I feel like it's a really pretty shade for the skin. It really gives nice definition without being too ashy. You can really see now that I have this on one side of my face that it did give a lot more definition. Adding this to the other part of my cheek. Also adding a little to my nose. I really want to try more from Westman Atelier, but their products are so expensive. This is the Sofe liquid blush in the shade Hope, which they recently launched as a mini, which I think is super cool because I don't need this size of blush, and I don't think any of us really do, because this goes such a long way. I don't think I could ever run out of this before it's going to expire, unless it never expires. So I just apply like a tiny bit right there. With these brushes, I like to like start small and then add more if I need to, rather than add a lot and having to like fix it with a lot of foundation, because these things are pigmented. So you can see once you're going to blend that out that really goes a long way. So I usually just blend this with the same brush, and for some reason I have been loving this shade. I feel like it's really flattering on me, and I just think it's stunning. So that is what the shade Hope is looking like on me. It's definitely a like neutral pink, has a bit of warmth in there as well. I did have the shade Bliss as well, and that one is a bit lighter. This one has a little bit more pink to there, but it still blends out beautifully, and as you can see, it's definitely wearable if you have a lighter skin like me. And now I was thinking, what highlighter should I use? And I think I'm just going to use the Lisa Eldridge again that we used as a base, but add it on top as a highlighter as well. So I'm just adding a little bit to the high points of my face right there, adding a little bit there as well, and a little bit on my nose. Then taking this highlighter brush, I am just going to tap that in. So I think this highlighter is really nice to give like the wet look to your face. Look a little bit wet, which I know a lot of people like. So I really like this product. I think it's really good. Now I'm not going to set my entire face because I do like the glow that we have going on, but I want to add a little bit of powder to my under eye so it's not going to crease. For that, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Veil Translucent Setting Powder. I got this like deluxe sample with my face palette that I got for the holiday season, and it has so much product in there, so I'm really happy with this because I won't run out of this for the longest time, because I usually only set my under eyes anyways. So I just took some on this eyeshadow brush, and then I'm like literally only putting this on the under eyes. I do like this powder, but I wouldn't say it's like life-changing or anything. It is very, very pricey, and I'm not really noticing anything different than cheap powders. Maybe it's because I'm only using this on my under eyes, but it sets nicely, but I wouldn't say it's like worth the really expensive price tag. But maybe that is just me. Makeup is so personal. Then moving on to brows, I don't really have a new product to show you because I just always use the same Charlotte Tilbury Brow Lift pencil. I absolutely love this, so that is what I'm going to be using today. Usually I start at the front to center of my brows and try to like make a line here and then fill it in to the top from there. Then brush it out. I always do a lot of brushing with my spoolie to make it look natural. And that is what one brow looks like. I'm now going to do the same thing on the other eye. I'm now going to be applying the Makeup by Mario Ethereal Eyes palette, but like I said, I will do that in a separate video. So the next clip you're going to see, I'm moving on to lipstick, and then for like the eye part, you will have to watch the other video. For lips, I really want to wear one of the new Lisa Eldridge lipsticks that I got as well. So this is the Lisa Eldridge lipstick in Kitten Mischief, and I really want to show you guys what this looks like because I really like this shade. It's a beautiful sort of like peachy red type shade. So this is what that lipstick is looking like. You can see a really pretty shade. So that is what the shade looks like. It's a pretty unique shade in my collection and also a pretty unique formula. It feels really slippery, but it feels really nice, very comfortable. And the shade is like, I don't know how to describe it. I feel like a peachy red is the best way I can describe this, and it is stunning. And as you can see, it's showing up really well without a lip liner even. So then this is what today's makeup look turned out like, using some new and old favorites from my collection. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Let me know in the comment section down below what your favorite product was that I used today, and also let me know if you have discovered any new product. If you did enjoy this video, I would absolutely love it if you gave it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell if you don't miss any of my videos. All of these things would help me so much with my channel and I'd really appreciate it. But with that said, thank you guys all so much for watching. I really hope you have an amazing day, and I really hope to see you on my next video. Bye!